Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Now it's second down here. Caught quickly. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
It's third down after that run. Can they pick up the first on the ground? And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. Well, you know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
And the Red Wolves will have first and 10 here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that previous play.
Let's go.
Ball handed off. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Well, they didn't bless that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Crucial third down play coming up. It's a quick grab. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Seventh play of the drive coming up. QB tries it again here on second and 10. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Extending the play now. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but I'm really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only does he pull out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
The 8th play of this opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for a deep completion. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Red Wolves. And wow, that is how you kick off a national championship game, Kirk.
Man, Chris, you're exactly right. This offense came out with the mindset that they're not going to wait around and wait for this defense to get settled in. They're going to punch them straight in the mouth and assert themselves. What a championship-level statement that was.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. And now they run the draw play. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Great conversion here for this Washington offense and another first down. And I tell you, this guy's living up to the expectations of a Washington quarterback. They've had some great play out of that position over the years.
Handoff in a single back formation. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
This Washington offense is moving quickly down the field. Running back with the football. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's going to take off here. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield. But the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered. But I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just run and pound and go quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Washington has moved into the red zone. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Testing the right side here. Look at him run through those tacklers. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Look, I realize in any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Second and goal play, spot the ball at the 9. Makes a quick grab. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive. Right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Snags the quick throw. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. The Red Wolves looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and it gets out of bounds.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. And the back gets the football. Tackle, but first down.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. 3rd and medium, a lot of times they're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
Running back grabs it on a screen. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Finds just enough space and makes the first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And the Red Wolves with 1st and 10 here. And now the handoff. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
The defense sits back in a zone cover. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And tackled after a small pickup there. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, winding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Game moves it to the 35. First down again. And he drops back in the gun. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Boy, a really good ball here by this quarterback to be able to pick up this first down. And hey, this guy is living up to the legacy of what Washington quarterback play has been for a number of years, going way back to Warren Moon and Mark Brunell, and more recently with Jake Browning, and, of course, the last couple years with Michael Penix.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. In the clear at the 25. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Here comes the point after attempt. And it's good. Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. The pass rush closing in. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
From the 15-yard line, it's second and long. offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? From the shotgun, handoff inside. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
The Red Wolves will have to kick it away. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and booted away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. Time running out here in the first half. Wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive in this position. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
1st and 10 now for the offense. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Scrambling around now, looking downfield.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Handoff running right. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Washington. It was a foot race and he won it. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
And the point after is right down the middle. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. This time enough for one more play in the half. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Red Wolves will kick this deep to begin the second half. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Turns on the speed. Can he make it? They can't catch him. Touchdown. Wow, kick return for a touchdown in the national championship game. This place has come unhinged.
You know, we get so caught up in offense and defense, sometimes people like to overlook the importance of special teams. Here's a great reminder. Big-time blocks up front, and the speed of the return man, he takes it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long.
Let's go. Ready, go.
They'll run it to the left. Just runs through a man, a mismatch. And is going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Important 2nd down play coming up.
Here we go.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, when you go against man-to-man coverage, you need some help from the quarterback. It's easy to look at the quarterback and say, why didn't you make this throw? But his intended target needs to get some separation against that man coverage to be able to open up the opportunity.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Washington offense heads back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. First play of the drive, they look to the right. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Going to try to use his legs here. Breaking free at the 35. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the 1st and keep this drive moving.
Breaks loose at the 40. And he heads out of bounds after another big scramble. This defense has had no answer for the quarterback runs today.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Huskies. This quarterback on fire today. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. The Arkansas State offense back on the field now, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Give it to the back again. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Fighting off the tackler. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Got space looking for the end zone here. Tackle at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that one,
he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
and that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Here's the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Looks right for a quick completion. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play.
Ready up.
First down and 10 now.
Spider.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State. This offense really clicking. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. But, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking for his back. The pass is incomplete, but a flag is down on the field. Let's see what this is all about. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. On the run here. Lets it go. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield. But it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Washington getting set with a first and 10 now. A quick throw out left, complete. Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Breaking tackles. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Washington 42, Arkansas State 28.
The offense looking for points here to begin the fourth quarter. Here's a field goal attempt. And the importance of this attempt, if he makes it, it's now a 3-score game. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Red Wolves come to the line in the hurry-up.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, Chris. These guys got a...
Looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. You don't seem comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the 2nd sack in this game.
Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down.
Here we go.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could breathe a nail in the coffin.
Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, an interesting call here. I know they have the lead, but I thought they might throw the football. They surprised me, but you know who they didn't surprise? That defense. They were not shocked at all by the run call on 3rd down and long. They stuffed that right at the line of scrimmage.
So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. And so they'll mark it about the 30.
Well, I thought the return team did a really good job of giving him some room to work with, but I feel like the returner was so focused on making a big play downfield that he forgot to take care of the football, and it cost him.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Pressure is coming. Receiver makes the grab. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the 4th quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play and try to get in the end zone, maybe get an onside kick.
Makes a quick catch.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
They'll give it to the back. And the Red Wolves pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Freshman shows inexperience. Lucky it didn't get intercepted.
Oh my gosh, they almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Quick throw, catch made. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. Well, give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming.
Touchdown, Red Wolves. Strong game by this quarterback. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And the two-point conversion is good, cutting the lead down to 9. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll work the clock here with the running game. Moving right through the contact. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use, but what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Trying to extend the play. He bought some time, now lets it go. Catch made on the left side. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Coming up, second down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Huskies. Still no answer for this offensive machine. This back cannot be stopped. He is writing his own chapter in championship game history here tonight.
Chris, can you think of a time where we've seen a back have this kind of dominating performance in a national championship game? I mean, it's been some time. This guy's running hard and just so much fun to watch.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. Fires it to the wideout. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
The pocket breaking down. He cannot escape. Defense with a sack.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
Looking to scramble. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here, put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them to fourth down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been an...
Airing this one out toward the sideline. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Defense is coming after him. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. The Red Wolves line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
You know, this touchdown, it actually gives them a chance now that they're down 10. Really critical. You pull out the 2-point play. You got to hit it to make it a 1-possession game.
And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He'll get into the end zone. The 2-point try draws them within 8 points. A 1-score game. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain for national champions.